Good morning dear cadets. So yesterday I taught you IUPAC nomenclature of different types of alcohol, 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, phenol also, monohydric, dihydric, trihydric alcohol, their nomenclature and different kinds of compound. IUPAC nomenclature I have completed related with the alcohol and phenol. Okay. Now today isomerism in alcohol. Okay. So isomerism means you know the definition, having same molecular formula but different types of arrangement of atoms or groups of atom in the compound, and different compounds are known as isomers, and this phenomenon is known as isomerism. So there are two types of isomerism, structural isomerism and stereoisomerism. Stereoisomerism, two are there, geometrical and optical. I have already given you enough idea about the geometrical and optical isomerism. Optical isomerism in coordination compound, geometrical isomerism in coordination compound. Okay. Now in alcohol basically structural isomerism is found. What kind of isomerism? Structural isomerism. Okay. So structural isomerism are following types. So in alcohol chain isomerism is there, position isomerism is there, optical isomerism is there, and functional isomerism is there. So the most important one is functional isomerism. Alcohols are the functional isomers of ether. Okay. And last year I taught you there are 4 functional group, not 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. 4 functional group friends are there. Alcohol and ether is the functional group friends. Aldehyde and ketones are the functional group friends. Carboxylic acid and esters are the functional group friends. And 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree amines, they are the functional group friends. So one by one I will teach. The first one is chain isomerism. What is the meaning of chain isomerism? Having same molecular formula but different arrangement of carbon in the compound. Okay, just see. Suppose this is the molecular formula C3H7OH. Okay. Now from this compound we can make 2 different category of compound. Always remember, functional group will not change. Only the arrangement of carbon and carbon will be different. Just see. Here CCCOH. Okay. So what is here? CH3, CH2, CH2OH. So molecular formula is same. Another one compound can also be prepared. CHOH. This is CH3 and here also CH3. Now try to understand here. Just count here. 1, 3, 5, 3, 8. Okay. So just see. Here also 8 hydrogen is there, 1 oxygen, 3 carbon. Here also 1 oxygen, 3 carbon, 8 hydrogen is there. And here also 3 2s are 6, 7, 8. 8 hydrogen, 1 oxygen, 3 carbon. But arrangement of carbon and carbon is different or not? Here all the 3 carbon atom is arranged in the straight chain. But here what is there? This compound can be written like that. Just see. C, here OH is there, and here C, and here C. Like that. CH3 and CH3. Here what is there? Here branching is there. Here all the 3 carbon atom is CCC. Correct or not? C here. Correct? Now here what is there? What kind of arrangement is there? C, C and C. Here OH is there. Here OH is there. So here branching is there. Here branching is not there. All the 3 carbon atom arranged in the chain, straight chain. Here all 3 carbon atom arranged in branched chain. They are arranged, no problem at all, but they are arranged in the branched chain. So they are the chain isomerism. Other example can also be given. There are so many examples. Suppose molecular formula is C4H9OH. Okay. So from this compound, this molecular formula, we can prepare 3 different kinds of alcohol. Just see. they are the chain isomers. Just see, the first one is this one, CCCCOH. Here what is there? CH3. Here CH2. Here CH2. Here CH2. Okay, that is N-butane or simply butane 1-ol. Butane 1-ol. Okay. Second one, we can make CCCOH and here C. So this is CH3, this is CH2, CH2, CH3. What is the name of this one? This is 1, 2, 3. So this is 2-methyl propane 1-ol. Third one can also be prepared, C and here OH, here CH3, here CH3, here also CH3. This is T-butyl, tertiary butyl alcohol, or its name is 2-methyl propane 2-ol. Okay, no problem at all, no problem. Now just try to understand position isomerism. What is the meaning of position isomerism? Having same molecular formula but different position of double bond, triple bond or functional group in the chain. Just try to understand here position isomerism. First write, this is C3H7OH. Okay, now here two category functional group can be made. Just see, C and OH. Here what is there? CH3, CH2, CH2OH. Now propane 1-ol. What about this one? C and OH. This is CH3, this is CH3, this is CH. This is propane 2-ol. So here OH is at 1 carbon atom and here OH is at 2 carbon atom. So the position of functional group is different or not, even though molecular formula is same. So having same molecular formula but different position of functional group. Okay, other compound can also be written. Just see, here only the functional group position is different, means functional group position is different in different compound. You can take another examples. Just see, suppose C5H11OH. Okay, now just see, C 1 2 3 4 and this is 5 OH. So this is CH3, this is CH2OH. Now what is the next one now? C and here OH. Now just see, instead of 4 carbon atom we can attach this CH3 here, here at 1 2 3 4 5. And now try to understand, write this one CH3. Okay, and now OH here. Okay, and here also CH3, CH2, CH3. So 1 2 3 4 5 carbon atom, but position of OH is different. What is the name of this? Is pentane 2-ol. What is this one? Pentane 2-ol. Like that other compound can also be made. Okay, optical isomerism. In alcohol, optical isomerism is also found. Just see one compound, this one this is CH3. Now this is H, this is OH. Okay, and this is C2H5. Okay, what is the name of this compound? 2 3 4. this is actually butaneol. What is this one? Butaneol. Correct or not? Okay, butaneol. Now here mirror image. Just see. Now this is chiral carbon atom. This carbon atom, just you pay attention. One valency is fulfilled by OH, other is by CH3, third one is by H, and fourth one by C2H5. Okay. Now try to understand. We can make their isomer like that. Always remember, while making the optical isomer, this bond and this bond will not change. Only this bond will change. OH will come this side, H will go this side. So H is this one, OH is this one, and this is C2H5. Okay, correct? So just see. Now this would be like that. This would be like that, and this would be like that. Correct? 1, 2, 3. Yes, this is dextrorotatory, this is laborotatory. So in alcohol, optical isomerism is also found. If you want to start numbering, you can number it, no problem. This is 1, okay, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. So okay, how you will start? 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, like that. Correct or not? 1, 2, 3. Already RS system I taught you. And here what is there? Just see. This is 1 number. This is 2 number. This is 4. So this is below the plane of paper. And this is third one. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. You can omit this one, 4 number. So this is the optical isomerism. And now the most important isomerism is functional isomerism. Okay. So now what kind of question will come here? They will give you molecular formula and they will tell you write down their isomers. So just see, while seeing the molecular formula only, you decide what kind of functional isomerism will be there here. Just see, if molecular formula belongs to this category, CN, H2N plus 2 and O. So it means this is H2 and O, this one. So always remember, if molecular formula belongs to this category, means ether and alcohol would be there. If molecular formula belongs to this category, CN, H2N, O, CN, H2N and number of oxygen is 1, it means aldehydes and ketone would be there. So we'll discuss aldehyde ketone in aldehyde and ketone chapter. Now if molecular formula, given molecular formula in the question paper belongs to this category, CN, H2N and number of oxygen is 2, it means carboxylic acid and ester would be there. Similarly, if given molecular formula belongs to this category, CN, H2N plus 3 and N, it means 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree amines would be there. Okay. So just see, now our chapter is alcohol and ether. So we'll concentrate on alcohol and ether. Okay. So now what is the hint here? Given molecular formula should belongs to this category, CN, H2N plus 2 and number of oxygen 1. It means alcohol and ether functional group would be there. In the given molecular formula, means 2 category of compound can be formed from given molecular formula. Okay. So the first and foremost thing is see the molecular formula and just trace what kind of molecular formula it is, whether it belongs to here, here, here or here. Okay. There itself you will come to know. If it belongs to, suppose you find out alcohol, definitely next functional group would be ether. If one is aldehyde, second would be ketone only. If one is ester, other would be carboxylic acid. If one is 1 degree, so other would be 2 degree, 3 degree amines only. Okay. So this is the hint. I will delete all those things and will teach alcohol and ether functional isomerism. Okay, just see here, functional isomerism in alcohol. Okay, in alcohol. So just try to understand. Suppose this is the molecular formula, C3H7, C3H8, okay, and O. Okay, so which category formula this one? CnH2n plus 2 and number of oxygen is 1. This category only, correct? So now from this we can prepare. Now the moment you see the molecular formula, just compare here. These are the general formula. Which category given molecular formula belongs to? Okay, so I found that this belongs to the CnH2n plus 2 and number of oxygen is 1. Means one would be alcohol. Okay, alcohol, and other would be ether. Okay, now try to understand. Alcohol, what is the functional group? OH. Write down here OH. Okay, then how many carbon atom is there? 3. So with the OH attach 3 carbon atom, fulfill their remaining balances. CH3, CH2, CH2, 3, 2, 5, 7 and 8. Just we have got the alcohol. Now similarly ether, first you write the functional group. What is the functional group of ether? Divalent oxygen. Divalent oxygen. Okay, now how many carbon atom is there in this compound? 3. So one side 2 carbon atom and one side 1 carbon atom. Fulfill these carbon atom balances. CH3, CH2, CH3. Now what is the name of this one? Ethyl methyl ether. I am not talking about their IUPAC name. Of course here I will talk 1, 2, 3. What is the name of this one? Propane 1 ol. Okay, propane 1 ol. And here IUPAC name I am not writing. What is the name of this one? Ethyl methyl ether. Ethyl methyl ether. This is ethyl group, this is methyl group, and this one divalent oxygen is ether. Okay, so we have got or not? Similarly, suppose this is the molecular formula. C4H10 and number of oxygen is 1. Okay, so just see, this also belongs to this formula only, this category only. CnH2n plus 2 and number of oxygen is 1. So now try to understand here. Here also 2 compound can be prepared. One is alcohol and other one is ether. Okay, so alcohol means functional group is OH. Now how many carbon atom is there? 4. 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. So this is CH3, this is CH2, CH2, CH2. What is the name of this one? Butane 1 ol. Okay, now suppose ether, one compound we have got. You can compare the molecular 1, 2, 3, 4. Now number of carbon atom is 4 and number of hydrogen 3, 2, 5, 2, 7, 2, 9 and 1, 10 and number of oxygen atom is 1. Ether is O. So here what is there? First write the functional group, that is divalent oxygen. Now it is up to you. Now 4 carbon atom is there. So one side you can write 2, other side also you can write 2. Okay, now you can make like that also. Oxygen, one side 3 carbon atom, one side 1. So that also true. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. Here also what is there? CH3, CH2, here also CH2 and here CH3. Both are correct, both are ether only. What is the name of this one? Diethyl ether. Diethyl ether. This is ethyl group, this is also ethyl group, and O for ether. What is the name of this one? This is methyl propyl ether. Methyl propyl ether. Methyl propyl ether. Correct? Now already I wrote their name. So these are the functional isomers of alcohol. Okay, functional isomerism. In this way this is completely completed. Next one is structure of functional group of alcohol and phenol. Okay, okay, so now structure of functional group of alcohol and phenol. Okay, So here I will explain you the structure of functional group of alcohol and phenol. Just see, in alcohol also OH is the functional group and phenol also OH group is there. So are they similar or are they different in terms of structure? And now here I wrote some questions, okay, and these questions are important, okay. So let us first understand the structure of functional group of alcohol and phenol. So as a representative member of alcohol I took methanol, and as a representative member of phenol, phenol only, okay. This is the phenol and this is methanol, okay. Just see here, try to understand. Methanol is this one, CH, and this is OH, okay, OH, correct. Just try to understand. We are writing structure like that, correct or not? These two lone pair are present on the oxygen atom. Now try to understand. This carbon atom in methanol is sp3 hybridized and this oxygen is also sp3 hybridized, okay. Again listen here. In methanol, carbon atom is sp3 hybridized and oxygen atom is also sp3 hybridized, okay. So just see, sp3 hybridized means how many total hybridized orbital will be for 4, okay. So just see, one is this one, another one is this one hybridized orbital, another one is this one, and fourth one is this one. This is sp3, this is also sp3, this is also sp3, this is also sp3. What about oxygen of alcohol? This is also sp3 hybridized only. So 1, 2, another one I am making this side, another one here. Now in sp3 hybridized carbon atom of methanol having one electron, here also one electron of oxygen. Just see, make this one little bit bigger, okay. So just see, one electron of carbon and one electron of oxygen. Here also one electron is there, but here what is there? Two electron. Just see, in oxygen what is there? sp3 hybridization means 2 orbitals are, see, px, p by p, s, see, this is oxygen, 8, first s2, 2s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py1, 2pz1, okay. So just see, what is the name of hybridization? Hybridization is sp3. It means this one and this one, they are present as a lone pair. This one and this one, hybridization name is sp3 only, but these 2s2 electron, this is 2s2 electron, this is 2px2 electron. So this is only, these are the lone pair. Now py electron is making bond this side and pz of this one, this will make bond with hydrogen, okay. Now this side also, this will overlap with hydrogen, this will also overlap with hydrogen, this will also overlap with hydrogen and will make bond. So structure is ready now? Structure is ready or not? Now try to understand here. Here in methanol, structure is okay. This one and this one is lone pair. They are always present with the oxygen atom. 2 lone pair, okay. Now just try to understand here. The bond angle, COH bond angle, COH bond angle in methanol. This is description of methanol, methanol, okay. COH bond angle in methanol is 108 degree 9 minute and CO bond length, this is CO bond length, that is 142 picometer. Now let us have idea about the phenol also. Just see, phenol, this is phenol, okay. This is phenol, 1, 2, alternate single double bond, O and H, okay. So see, here carbon, here carbon, here carbon and here carbon. Basically we need this carbon atom. This carbon atom is sp2 hybridized. Just see, here only difference is there. In methanol, carbon atom is sp3 hybridized, but in phenol, carbon atom is sp2 hybridized. Yes, no problem at all. This carbon atom is sp2 hybridized. Now oxygen atom of phenol, this is still sp3 hybridized only. Okay, so here only difference is there. And now this carbon atom is sp2 hybridized. It means how many hybridized orbital will be formed? 3 hybridized orbital will form. sp2. So one will be here, another will be here, and third one will be here. That third one will make bond with the oxygen sp3 hybridized orbital. Okay, are you getting my point or not? Now try to understand here this. So what I want to say here, just see, this sp2 hybridized carbon atom of phenol is only making the difference as far as properties of phenol and methanol is concerned. Just see, here to oxygen is still sp3 hybridized only. That is why oxygen of phenol here having 2 lone pair. This one and this one is lone pair only. What are they? They are lone pair only. So there is no difference in the oxygen atom of alcoholic functional group and phenolic functional group. Where difference is there? Difference is there in hybridization state of carbon to which OH is bonded. Just see, what is the difference? Just see, COH bond angle is 109 degree. Okay, in phenol. This is the description of phenol. Okay, and CO bond length is 136 picometer. 136 picometer. That is the bond length of CO in phenol. Okay, and now try to understand. There are some questions. The bond angle in methanol is slightly less than tetrahedral bond angle. Just see, in methanol, if carbon atom and oxygen atom both are sp3 hybridized, then bond angle should be equal to 109 degree 28 minute. That is the only stipulated bond angle of sp3 hybridization. But here the bond angle is slightly less than 108 degree 9 minute. Why? This is because the answer of this one is, I am writing answer here. This is because of repulsion of 2 lone pair of oxygen atom. Please remember this one. Only small question will be asked. So why bond angle is slightly less than tetrahedral bond angle? This is because of the repulsion between lone pair electron of oxygen present in methanol. Okay, so the answer of this one is over. What about the answer of this question? The bond angle COH in methanol is slightly higher than phenol. Now just try to understand. Here the bond angle of methanol is 108 degree 9 minute, but the bond angle of this one phenol is 109 degree. Why? So now the bond angle in methanol, sorry, the bond angle in phenol, just here less than, slightly less than phenol. Okay, why bond angle is less? Just a minute, let me rub and then will explain. Because place is less. Okay, so just see the answer of first question. The bond angle in methanol is slightly less than tetrahedral bond angle of 109 degree. Tetrahedral bond angle is 109 degree 28 minute. So answer I wrote here, because of repulsion of 2 lone pair of oxygen atom. So these lone pair of oxygen atom repel each other. That is why what is there? Because of this one, there is a slightly decrease from the tetrahedral bond angle. We are talking of COH bond length, bond angle. This bond, okay, slightly, because of this repulsion, there is a slight decrease from the tetrahedral bond angle. Okay, next question is, bond angle COH in methanol is slightly less than phenol. Just see. In phenol, bond angle is 109 degree, and now in methanol 108 degree. Why? So just try to understand. Because of resonance, phenol oxygen one lone pair goes towards the ring. Hence lone pair repulsion is less in phenol, while in methanol resonance is not there. Just see. This is phenol. Just see. This is phenol. This is OH group. Now here resonance is there. Because of resonance, one of the electron will move toward the ring side. Then what is there? Only one lone pair will be present at oxygen. So here what is there? Lone pair repulsion is less in phenol because of resonance. While in methanol, this is CH3 and OH. Here what is there? No resonance. Resonance is not there. Resonance is not there. Hence lone pair of electron at oxygen atom will be present here only. So here, due to absence of resonance, maximum repulsion, and here what is there? Here what is there? Due to migration of these lone pair of electron toward the ring, what is there? Resonance is there. So what is there? Less repulsion, less lone pair repulsion, less lone pair repulsion. So when because of repulsion, lone pair repulsion only, there is a decrease in the bond angle. Correct or not? So here what is there? Lone pair repulsion is not there in the phenol. That is why less repulsion is there. Hence their bond angle is more. In methanol, no resonance. So lone pair will be there only. So they will repel each other. That is why their bond angle is less. Because of lone pair repulsion, there is a decrease in the bond angle. Okay? Lone pair repulsion. Correct? And now you will say, try to understand. You will tell that, sir, these lone pair they are repelling. Then what should be there? There should be elongation in the bond. But try to understand, I am not talking of bond pair repulsion. I am talking of lone pair repulsion. So this lone pair will repel this lone pair. And in turn, this lone pair will repel this bond pair. So when lone pair, just try to understand. This is one lone pair. Okay? This is one lone pair, this is another lone pair. Okay? And around this side and around this side, bond pair is there. So they are repelling each other, so they will move toward the bond pair. So when they will move toward the bond pair, they will suppress the bond pair. And bond angle is formed between bond pairs. Bond means what to say? Bond angle is nothing to do with the lone pair. Lone pair only affect their value. Bond angle is always formed between bond pairs. Okay? Like here, this is bond pairs. Correct or not? So because of lone pair repulsion, there is a suppression in the bond angle. That is why decrease is there. I hope that you are getting this one. Now, once again I am telling you, lone pair electron is nothing to do with the bond angle, but because of lone pair repulsion, there is a suppression in the bond angle. Bond angle is always formed between bond pairs, and because of lone pair repulsion, there is a suppression in the bond pair electron. Hence, so is the bond angle. There is a suppression in the bond pair electron, so is the bond angle, because bond angle is formed between bond pair. Yes, so this is the reason. Okay, so I hope that you have got this one also. Next question is, CO bond length in methanol is slightly higher than phenol. Okay, now just see, this is obvious related with the resonance only. Here just see, bond length in methanol is 142 picometer. Correct or not? While in case of phenol, 136 picometer. So just see, here if resonance is there, so here partial double bond character will come. Partial double bond character will come now. So because of partial double bond character, there is a decrease in the bond length. Okay, there is a decrease in the bond length. Single bond, carbon carbon single bond or carbon oxygen single bond length is more than that of carbon carbon double bond or carbon oxygen double bond. So here partial double bond character is there because of the resonance. Means this answer is also belongs to the resonance only. In phenol resonance is there, hence there is a decrease in the bond length. Because of resonance, what is there? There is a decrease in the bond length. Because partial double bond character will be there. In methanol resonance is not there. Resonance is not there. That is why partial double bond character will not come between C and O. Here resonance is not there. Here resonance is there. Next question. Methanol is more polar than phenol, or methanol dipole moment is 1.71 D and phenol dipole moment is 1.54 D. Means dipole moment of phenol is less. Now try to understand. Polarity, what is the meaning? Dipole moment is the measure of polarity. Greater the dipole moment, greater will be the polarity. So methanol dipole moment is more. It means methanol is more polar. Methanol is more polar and phenol is less polar. Phenol is less polar. Are you getting my point or not? Phenol is less polar. That is the meaning. So the question is why methanol is more polar and phenol is less polar. Phenol is less polar. That is the question. Listen here. In phenol, what is there? Polarity, dipole moment depends upon E into T, E into D. Okay, this is dipole moment. What is E? E is the magnitude of charge of cation and anion, and D is the distance between cation and anion are positively and negatively charged. Once again listen. E is the magnitude of charge present in positively charged ion and negatively charged ion, and D is the distance between cation and anion or positively charged and negatively charged ion. Now just see, means what we can say, dipole moment depends upon E and D. E and D, magnitude of charge and distance between ions. Now try to understand here. This is phenol. Okay, now try to understand. Because of resonance, what is there? These electrons are shifted towards the ring side. Okay, means ring is electron withdrawing in nature. Okay, so now what would be there? These lone pair of electron, one of the lone pair of electron will be this side, will be ring side. So now here oxygen will have positive charge. Why? Because it has given their electron. While in case of methanol, just see, CH3O and H, this is casting plus I effect. So this is pushing electron towards the oxygen atom. So now here oxygen is negatively charged and this is positive charge. Am I correct or not? Here what is there? Now here carbon is slightly negative and this is slightly positive. So what I want to say here, in phenol polarity is less due to electron withdrawing nature of ring. Ring withdraw electron towards itself. So the magnitude of negative charge at oxygen atom decreases. So polarity decreases because their electron, now oxygen is known for electron withdrawing nature, but here benzene ring itself is withdrawing electron from the oxygen, means the magnitude of negative charge ring is decreasing. While in case of methanol, what is there? Oxygen is getting electron from alkyl group, methyl group, so the magnitude of negative charge is more. So just see E into D. Here what is there? E, magnitude of charge is here decreasing at oxygen atom because of the electron withdrawing nature of ring, and here what is there? The magnitude of negative charge at oxygen atom is decreasing, means here polarity is increasing. Now H is becoming positive charge and O is becoming more electronegative, or O is denser in terms of electron. Hydrogen is less denser in terms of electron. Here what is there? Carbon is becoming, little bit becoming, not more than, little bit becoming denser in terms of electron, and oxygen is becoming poor, which is against the rule. Oxygen should be negatively charged, carbon should be positively charged. So here the polarity is decreasing between C and O because of the electron withdrawing nature of ring. Here polarity is increasing because of the plus I effect of CH3 group. Okay, here polarity is increasing. This is comparative study. Don't think I am comparing here CO bond and here CO bond. Okay, here what is there? Here just see here H, H and H. So I am comparing the polarity of CO bond. So here this is becoming positive charge, this is negative. Here this is negative, this is positive. So here ring is decreasing the polarity here, and here methyl group is increasing the polarity. Okay, that is why, because of plus I effect. Methanol is more polar. I hope that you have got. Answer I also wrote here. Phenol is less polar due to electron withdrawing nature of ring. Methanol is more polar due to plus I effect of R group. I hope that you have got this one. Okay. And now you can raise here question. Sir, here also polarity is increasing only. One is becoming positive charge, other is becoming negative charge. So try to understand here. Suppose ring is not here. Ring is not here. So this would be negative and carbon would be positive. Correct? And now try to understand. This is oxygen is becoming negative to positive, and carbon is becoming positive to negative. So gap is bridging or not? Gap is decreasing. Earlier two extreme cases were there. One was positive, other was negative. Okay. Now what is happening? One from, suppose this is negative, this is positive. Okay. So positive is going towards the negative side, and negative is going towards the positive side. So gap is decreasing or not? Earlier oxygen was negative, carbon was positive. Now because of ring, withdrawing nature of ring, carbon is becoming negative. So it is going toward the oxygen, and oxygen coming toward the carbon. So electronegativity difference is decreasing here, and here electronegativity difference is increasing. Just see, carbon was positive, still carbon is positive. Oxygen was negative, still oxygen is negative. Correct or not? This is the reason. I hope that you understood this one. These are important questions. Just see, 1 marks question makes a lot of difference. So please be ready for facing such type of questions. So thank you. I hope that you understood this one. This was the important thing, and tomorrow I will teach you another thing.